Hi guys, today is Thursday, February 11th, 2021. It is 10 to 7 p.m. And tonight it is going to be a chilly minus 13, minus 19 with the high winds. So, ooh. With that being said, I've decided to make a short video on what I do to stay nice and snug as a bug and cozy on these minus temperature nights. I guess I should be grateful I'm not still living in Quebec tonight. Where I used to live, it's going to be minus 22. Oh, minus 35 with the high winds. So, ooh, I don't even know if my Wave 3 catalytic heater would be able to keep up with that. I don't think so. I think I'd be in a lot of trouble. So this is why I'm feeling so grateful right now to be here in this moment in Squamish, BC, where you don't really see, I don't think they ever see temperatures that cold. I don't know for sure, but yeah, anyways. Yes, so the first thing I use is, like I mentioned, my catalytic heater. I don't keep that on all night though, because like I mentioned in a previous video, I just don't feel safe with my, my propane on all night. But what I do is put a brick in front of it. So I have, I crank up my Wave 3 to high. I have the brick right in front of it and it gets as hot as it can possibly get before I shut it off for the night. Now, it doesn't stay hot like I mentioned also in a previous video that it stays hot for hours. No, I don't think it stays hot that long, but it does make a difference. So on these cold nights, every little bit helps, right? And this is what I'm talking about. That the brick is right in front of it. It is on high. There's a nice scratch from the brick. But yeah, that helps a little bit. Another thing that I do on a chilly night like tonight is make myself a nice hot cup of tea. But of course, to get that hot water, I have to fire up my stove. And that stove is going to help heat up this little tiny space a lot quicker. So another thing that I like to do to help keep me toasty and warm on a freezing night like tonight is I use tea lights with terracotta pots. I've got some tea lights that are 8.5 to 9 hour of burning, which are so perfect for this purpose. But I also am going to use a couple of 4-hour ones just to help get the terracotta pot really piping hot. Not only do the tea lights and terracotta pots give off a nice amount of heat, but they give off a nice ambiance. I love when I'm lying in bed and all I can see is the flickering. They look like two little mini fireplaces. And on top of that, I love putting my essential oils. They're right here, peppermint, eucalyptus, and lavender. So once the pots get all nice and hot, I put a couple of drops of peppermint and lavender on this one, and about 3 drops of eucalyptus over on that one there. And the smell is so soothing. Oh, I just love it. But this is what it looks like. I used 2 9-hour burning tea lights and 1 4-hour. Oh, this one here does not have a hole at the top, and I didn't mean to do that. If you look at this one here, this is number 2. I have 2 of them, and it's got the same amount of tea lights in it, but at the top it's got a hole, and I notice a significant difference. Yeah, it was only by accident that I got the one without. I wouldn't have got it if I noticed, but I didn't. So that's how I know the one with the hole works better than the one without. I drank that tea so fast, it didn't have time to get warm, let alone cold. But on to the other thing that I do to keep nice and toasty. I use flannel blankets. I use wool socks. Yeah, I love the flannel blankets. They make a big, huge difference. There's nothing worse than climbing into a bed that's freezing cold. Like imagine silk sheets on a cold night like tonight. Not too smart. So along with the flannel, I have this microfiber, is that what you call it? I have two of them. One is like a king size, but I've got it folded in half, and then along the bottom of the bed, it's actually comes up to about half of the bed, so it's like doubled over or at my feet. But on top of that, I use a sleeping bag. This is for below 0 temperatures, and I've used this. One time I ran out of heat, or should I say I didn't have a heat source, and it was minus, what was it, minus 18 outside with no heat. And this works just fine. I mean, getting up to go to the bathroom is a different story. I mean, when you got to go to the bathroom when it's that cold out, it's kind of equivalent to doing the polar dip without water. It is like you stop breathing, it's just, you can feel your muscles get all tight. Whoo, let me tell you, that's the down part of living in a van on freezing cold nights. So this is it. Poo stays right there, wedged in. He keeps me warm too, so that's another thing. Now, the next thing that I like to do, I shouldn't say like, I absolutely love, is my water bottle. Yes, this makes a huge, huge difference. This water bottle will stay warm all night long. And especially when like I said, when I have to get up to go to the bathroom, oh goodness, my feet, they are so chilly. But when I jump in here and this hot water bottle's in there, all warm still, it's just so comforting, and it's a lifesaver, let me tell you. Yes. But anyway, so that's another thing I do. I'm gonna go heat that up right now, but of course I use the same pot that I use to heat up the water for my tea. So after I heat up this water in this water bottle, I disinfect that one with a little bit of vinegar and water, wipe it clean, and we're good to go in the morning for my tea or coffee, whatever it is I choose to have. Heating up the water bottle would mean having to turn on the stove yet again another time. So, and this here is a lot more water than a cup and a quarter, so the stove is going to be on a lot longer. Another thing that I do is I leave my curtains closed. I have them velcroed also to the sides of the moisture barricades. So, and of course in the other video you've seen me put in the reflectives at the top of the curtain there. So, and I also shove any place that I can a paper towel. Like I buy extra paper towel rolls because even though I use them sparingly, I do use them. So I buy extra rolls so that I can fill up the spaces that cold drafts come from. See? Like up there above my closet, I have some shoved there. And I also have a bunch of toilet paper and more paper towel shoved back there. And that helps keep the cold out the way I situated them back there, because My doors are rusted out. I've put in, like, yeah, I've invested money into her, not cosmetic, but for maintenance to keep her on the road. Was more important keeping her driving than her appearance. I'm not worried about the way she looks. I'm more concerned with her providing my basic needs. So the last thing that I like to do to keep warm on nights that are freezing cold is my long johns. So long sleeve and long pants. Now these are 60% cotton, 40% polyester. It would be better if it was more polyester. Polyester actually keeps you warmer in the winter. Yeah, before van life, I couldn't sleep with clothes. I thought that would be the deal breaker. And here I am sleeping with long johns, like long underwear, like, see? If you want something, you find a way. If you don't, you find an excuse. Because I've adapted. I wear long underwear to bed. I'm gonna show you. Bam! Careful. Got a little here and there, I think. Yeah. Guess you're not supposed to shake a water bottle, hot water bottle around. Who knew? Okay, that's good. I just want to make sure it's not leaking is all. It's good. Now this here. Vinegar. Ooh. Just give it a quick little disinfect. Voila. Good for my morning coffee. Okay. You know what I think I'm gonna do though? Because it's only 15 degrees in here and the wave 3 has been on. Oops. The wave 3, so the wave 3 has been on since 5:30. It's now 8:30. Sorry, it's actually almost 9 o'clock. So what I think I'm gonna do is that too hot? Yeah. I think I'm going to finish off, where is it? I've got a can here that's almost empty of butane. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to take this full one out and I'm going to finish off this. Put this over here. Just to finish it off, there we go. That should help bring up the temperature a little bit, because like I said, it's been on for 3 hours, my wave 3. It's really struggling. And it's only at 15 degrees in here. This is with having my stove on a few times actually. Yeah. See all the layers? Layer, another layer, another layer. This is actually doubled right there, tripled, quadrupled actually. And then Vandweller. So I'm pretty toasty. And then I also have Pooh here. Big old roly-poly Pooh that lets off all his body heat. Keeps me toasty warm too. Okay, so now I've got the lights turned down. I've got my cozy long johns on. I've got my woolly socks on with knitted slippers. And yeah, I'm just about ready to climb in these comfy sheets. My water bottle is in there, all hot, waiting for my cold feet. And I usually have a hat too, but I don't know where I put it. I was looking for it and I've misplaced it. It's a hat where it's got a hole at the top so I can put my hair through it, either put it on a bun at top or just put it in a ponytail and let it hang out. But it helps keep the heat in your head, you know, and it's a lot easier than trying to pull the blankets right up over your head. You know, it's easy to breathe. You can just put a hat on. But anyways, a lot of people, you know, some of you might be looking at that and say, why would you choose to do that? This lifestyle's not for everyone, but it's definitely for me at this moment in life anyways. I'm not saying it's going to be forever. I don't know how long it's going to be. Right now, I absolutely love it. When I'm under these when I'm in this bed in the Dream Machine, and I know it's freezing cold outside, and I'm all toasty and snug as a bug inside of here, it's this feeling in my heart I can't explain. Yesterday when I got up, it was -4 in the van. -4. That's probably the hardest part about van life, is that. I mean, I'm sure there's people that leave their Wave 3 on, put it on low, and they leave it on all night. I just don't feel comfortable with that just yet. Maybe with more van life experience, I might do it. I don't know. I do leave the front 2 windows cracked open about, I would say, a ½ an inch, even though they only need a ¼ of an inch on each side. I actually drop them a full ½ an inch on each side. But still, I even leave them open like a little bit because of the candles, just to be safe. I'd rather be safe than sorry. So by using the Outbound 1-burner stove, it brought it up 5 degrees warmer. The catalytic Wave 3 heater was struggling for some reason. It's not that cold out right now. I mean, it is going to be going to -13, -14, but anyways, yeah, so I had to use the stove and the heater to get it to a toasty 20 degrees in here. But 9:32 p.m. it's past my bedtime. I still haven't put on my tea lights. Okay, so just in case I fall asleep, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful to some of yous, or just entertaining for the rest. But with that being said, peace, love, and light from my heart to yours. See you next video. I can't even tell you how grateful my little piggies are. All 10 of them. All 10 of them are rubbing up against a hot water bottle and loving every minute of it. They are feeling grateful. Let me tell you, a hot water bottle makes such a difference. Feeling grateful. I'm as snug as a bug in a rug.